Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. My name is Fret, and this is video number 3, practice session of voice syncing. Not too bad so far. In the last video I did, I was basically rambling about some of my hobbies. I'm still going to do that. I haven't made the bullet points, although I will get to that at some point. But yeah, this is basically more practice for voice syncing, so I'm just gonna ramble more, essentially. So I keep pausing there because I'm noticing that I'm moving my hands more than the words that I'm speaking. So I'm trying to fix that and become more natural on camera. So it sounds like I'm rambling. Well, I am rambling, but I'm trying to sync my voice with the puppet. So when I notice on the camera that it's off sync, it messes me up and I lose my train of thought. So I'm going to try to not do that this video and just basically keep going even when I do make a mistake. So I'm not giving you too many uhs and ums and all that kind of stuff. So I will just continue where I left off on the last video on some of my hobbies. Basically, we can go, I went over some video games. So, like I said, I forgot Nintendo. I was a big Nintendo fan. Mario, was the big one. Legend of Zelda or Legend, Link. I don't know why it's Legend of Zelda, but I always think of Link first. But yeah, Legend of Zelda. Me and my brothers are real big fans of that. I'm a big fan of Mario. Smash Brothers, we played all those. Oh man. What was the other big Nintendo? Metroid. I was never a big Metroid fan when it first came out. I became more of a fan when Metroid Prime came out on the GameCube. I bought that and I really loved Metroid then. I didn't care for the first person. I'm not a really good first person game. I mean, I like first person, but it has to be like an RPG, kind of like Fallout or what's the other one? Oh, what am I thinking of? Fallout, Cyberpunk. That's what I'm thinking. I could do Cyberpunk. I wish Cyberpunk was in third person. You make this fantastic character and then you can't see him unless you're looking in the bathroom mirror, and that's like the only mirror I think that works. Other than that, if you're on the pause screen, yeah. Let me see, what is another games? Battletoads is always a good one. Ninja Turtles. I liked the first Ninja Turtles on the NES, not the arcade version, but it's the sprites weren't all that great. I think it was just called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to tell you the truth. But I love that game. I played it so much as a kid. That and Contra. Me and my buddy used to play Contra relentlessly every day after school. Then I would switch to Ninja Turtles after he left. And then it'd be that, Ninja Turtles. Oh, what's that? The pro wrestling game, not the WWE one. It was the old school one. I think it was just called Professional Wrestling, but it had the star guy. I would always pick him. It was like 4 characters. Punch Out, loved Punch Out. I'm still going over the classic games. And that's where most of my memories lie, though. I mean, I do have the modern games. Like I said, Sega. I love the, Jet Set Radio, Space Channel 5, Crazy Taxi. And you guys ever heard of the Sega Swirl? It was on the demo disc. Me and my wife used to play that religiously too. I always thought it was an official game, or I think it was just on this demo disc that we had. Let me see, what else? Oh, the Legacy of Kain. I didn't know anything about the Legacy of Kain series until I picked up Soul Reaver for the first time on the Dreamcast. I loved that game to death. I believe I still have the first Soul Reaver on the Dreamcast. Soul Reaver 2, I believe I rented. I don't think I bought that one, although I should have. Let's see. I did play the Legacy of Kain games after Soul Reaver. I didn't care for this Legacy of Kain. Like, I like the story, but the gameplay, I much preferred the Soul Reaver gameplay over the Kain type. But it was still a good game. Still a good game. I love Kain. I believe I love Raziel a little bit more. His story was just crazy. Let me see. What else? Let's see. What is another one? God, I shouldn't be going blank. I have so many games. What do we have? I should just bust out the collection and just go through them. Final Fantasy. I know I've said I played Final Fantasy Online, but me and my brothers, we played pretty much all of the Final Fantasies. The first, the original, all the way up to 16. Yeah. I believe, I don't remember all of them though. I remember the first one, but I don't remember the story. All I remember is us playing through it, leveling up, and then we got the chance to upgrade our classes. We always thought that was the best thing ever. We would play the game over and over just to upgrade our classes, just to see them upgrade. It was, I don't know, we thought it was the best thing ever. Oh, and speaking of the old games, what was it? It just came to my mind. Ultima, was that it? I know Ultima came out around that time. It was on the NES. There was another game. It just came out, and it's on the tip of my tongue. I keep wanting to say Breath of Fire, but that's not it. Oh, what was it? What was that? I can't think of it. It'll come to me later. This happens a lot. Let me see. I don't know. I just keep going over the classics on the Sega Genesis. Again, Landstalker. I love that game. What was the other ones? I'm just going over games I can remember now. There's so many. Let's see. Can't think of Gears of War on the Xbox. Me and my buddies played that religiously. I was no good at it, although I pretended I was. And we would go through, they would always want to play like the ranked matches, and I would just do horde mode, or I would always suggest horde mode. I mean, I wasn't garbage at it, but I wasn't the best either. I would be good support, so I would do like cover fire and let my other teammates like do the heavy lifting while I just cover them, basically. I wasn't that good. I don't know, the covering system didn't work. Like, I don't know, I guess people go on YouTube and find ways to shoot you even though you're in cover. I didn't get it. I wasn't ever competitive. I just did horde mode, and we just see how far we can get. That was the most fun for me. They love the rank matches though. I can't blame them. It's fun seeing your rank go up and whatnot. But we fell out of that, or I wouldn't say we fell out of it, but jobs change, people leave, you grow out of contact with your friends. So we try to stay up together on different games, but work schedules and stuff, you just spread apart, unfortunately. We still keep in contact. But it's just less now. Let's see. The woes of being an adult. Adulting's hard, kids. Adulting's hard. I should know. I'm only like 4 weeks old. Let's see. What's another game? I need to change the background music. That's still Guild Wars 2 going on back there. I almost said Guild of Wars again. I guess I keep getting Gears of War and Guild Wars mixed up in my head. Fable. I loved Fable. The first one, the second one, I played the third one. Wasn't a fan. The first two, I adored. And I know they're not the best games, but for some reason, I don't know, just the ambiance. I guess you say the storytelling, even though the stories weren't that great, but I still love it. I played those games to death for a long time. What else? I'm playing Biomutant right now. It kind of gives me the Fable feel, but Biomutant's just not hitting it like I thought it would. And I thought I would love Biomutant. But I mean, I like the game, but it just seems unfinished. Like, it's hard to explain. I was trying to explain it to my brother because he's the one that bought me the game, and because he thought I would love it too. And I want to say I do. I haven't even beaten it yet, but it's got everything you would want in an open world game. Like there's a large open world. I guess there's nothing to do, but I really don't need anything to do in an open world. For me, I like to explore. I like to see what the developers, what world they create, what atmosphere is there. Is there storytelling in the environments that you can just see? Like I said, I wouldn't pay $70 for a game like that. But Biomutant, I understood it wasn't a AAA game, so I knew there wasn't going to be like everything for stuff to do everywhere, like an Elden Ring or a Fallout or something like that. But I still liked the world. Like it was interesting. It was you could see the land taking over basically. Like the brush and the grass and everything was taking over the landscape. So you could obviously see there was a story to tell. Like what happened here? Why are the mutants taking over? Where the humans go? Cities were being overrun. There's toxic waste, in some places, and biohazards. And I thought it was interesting, and it sounds interesting. But when you play the game, there's nothing there. Which I know, like I just said, I knew there would be nothing there, but it's hard to explain. There's literally I don't know. It just feels empty, which it is empty. But maybe I'm not making my point correctly. I would pull up gameplay so I can show you what I mean. But just trying to sit here and say what's wrong, I don't think I'll be able to get my point across. I'm not going to pull up gameplay because that's not what this video is. But yeah, I'd say buy the game. You can get it on sale if you can find it. I could recommend it then, but for the original asking price, I would say wait for a sale or something. But yeah, I really like open world games. I'm starting to go back to linear games. My brother, he recently stopped playing a lot of open world games. Well, not open world games, MMOs. He stopped really playing. That's why he's not on Final Fantasy anymore. He's just too much to ask. Someone like you're paying $10 a month, and you basically have to play every day to keep up with everything that's going on, all the events, leveling, grinding to get your gear. Like no one has time for that, especially when you're an adult. you just want to get on the game, you know, relax, have fun, and which is something I don't really have playing video games anymore. Like playing Guild Wars here, I'm actually having fun, which is crazy because it's an MMO, but I'm not even really doing the quest. I'm basically, if anyone has played Guild Wars 2, there's a giant map, and there's basically exploration nodes or vistas you can go to, and it's marked on the map. Some of them you have little puzzles and stuff that you can figure out to find how, like you'll see a point on top of a building, and you got to figure out how to get up there. So it's like a little mini puzzle. And in others, you can just run up and click it, and then you're done. But yeah, I enjoy. Like I said, I like exploration. I like figuring things out. So they did that very well, and there's a lot of them. So you can really just lose yourself in that and not even play the game. And on top of the little mini missions that they got everywhere, you can just do those as they pop up while you're exploring, which is great because you can take a break. Not even take a break, but it's just like a little fun interruption while you're exploring. It's really fantastic. Well done. I would say it's well done. Final Fantasy Online attempted to do the same thing with their fate system, but it doesn't even compare. Not at all. So I don't know if they've tried to fix that in Dawn Trail. I hope they did. But the fate system on Final Fantasy as it is okay at best. It's not super great. But let me see. Oh, hey, this video's probably my longest one yet, and I think I've been doing pretty well as far as lip sync. You guys can tell me. I'll probably post this one. But yeah, I'll keep going because, yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good. Let me see. What else? Well, you guys see I got Ninja Turtles over here. Venom, Spider-Man. Venom's my favorite comic book hero. I know they're trying to make him a hero now. Eddie Brock Venom, by the way. It's not Venom without Eddie. If you know, you know. Like, I don't even know why they're calling the Venom suit the Venom suit. It's not Venom if it's not Eddie and the symbiote. That's what makes it Venom. Like, I get Agent Venom. That's Flash Thompson and the symbiote suit. I give that a pass because it's Agent Venom, so it's kind of a different name. But like when Matt Gargan had the suit, or not the suit, but the symbiote, that's not Venom. That's just Matt Gargan with the symbiote suit. I thought it would be cool if they gave him a whole different name. Or he just keep the Scorpion name, even though he didn't have the suit, I don't believe. Did he have the suit? The Scorpion suit with the symbiote? I don't know. I didn't read that stuff because it wasn't Venom. Yeah, but yeah, I know they're trying to make Eddie like more of a superhero in these latest comics. I haven't read them. I read the King in Black where Venom had Dylan, and then Venom became the King in Black, and Dylan got the symbiote suit, so he was going to be like the new Venom, I guess, even though whatever, we get over that. But yeah, so Eddie's been, like, he's a cosmic Venom now, I don't know, it's getting crazy. Like, I would have loved them to turn Venom from an anti-hero to a straight hero. Like, that's cool, I guess. And, like, he's not killing people anymore, which is fine. It had been his whole, like, redemption arc. And I know the only reason they did that is because the Venom movie was a success. And they can't, like, you can't, I mean, they could if they wanted to do him like the Punisher, where he's just this irredeemable force of nature that just goes on killing sprees in the name of justice, which is kind of what Venom was when he was the Lethal Protector. But it would have to be like rated R movies, and they can't really market it that much. You can't make the toys. So they've been slowly trying to turn Venom into a bona fide Spider-Man-esque hero, which is fine. They can do that, but they're going too far. Like this King in Black Venom, where he's godlike, like that's too much. Like Venom's a street level. Well, yeah, I'd say he doesn't have to be street level because his power set actually puts him above that. But with his hatred of Spider-Man, he's stuck to petty level crime, essentially, when he was a villain. Like, he just hated Spider-Man. He didn't mess with anybody else, which is what I loved about him. He was just that petty. He hated Peter. He didn't care about anything else. If Peter was around, he was going to mess with him. And that was it. He wouldn't mess with anybody else. Like, who shows up at your nemesis's, like, basically grandma's house and intimidates them? I thought that was funny. That's actually when I became a Venom fan. I thought that was hilarious. If for you guys who don't know, basically in the Todd McFarlane run, basically when Venom got the suit, or the symbiote, Eddie got the symbiote, and he first became Venom. In one of the issues, I don't remember which one, but when Eddie got the symbiote suit, he got all the memories of the Venoms, the symbiote suit. So he knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. So he shows up at Aunt May's house and just knocks on the door. And you know how giant Eddie is. He's just standing over like this giant bully over Aunt May, just staring at him menacingly. And at this point, Peter knows that Venom knows who he is. So he's just kind of like standing there looking at Eddie like, don't do this, bro. Not in front of Aunt May. And Eddie's just staring there, smiling, acting all chummy. And that's crazy. Dude, I loved it. I loved Venom in the early days. He was crazy. Absolute nuts. And I loved every minute of it. But I think those days are gone now, which is fine. I love Eddie. You know, in any form. I love him with the beard, though. That's the only thing out of the King in Black series, is they gave him that beard. Dude, he looks awesome. But yeah, I might check out. I haven't read comic books in a long time. The King in Black was the last run I read, and like I said, that took it too far for me. I did read the last Ronin Ninja Turtle comic. I thought that was dope. I'm not going to talk about that one too much because I think there's a lot of people who haven't seen or heard about that. Even though it's quite old at this point, a couple of years, I believe. But it was still a good story. I think they're going to try to adapt it either in an animated movie, I think I heard, or a video game. But it's a good story, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. What else? Yeah, that's about it in comics. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in comics these days. I'm not going to say I'm superheroed out, but I think the movies, a lot of them have been lackluster as of late. There have been a lot of movies that I watched after hearing that they were not that great, that I went back and watched myself, and they weren't that bad. The Marvels is one. I mean, it wasn't great, a movie, by far, but it wasn't as bad as you see online. It was a fine movie. It wasn't great, but it was good enough. A good popcorn popper, just to, have a movie on, eat some popcorn, have a cheap laugh, I guess. But yeah, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. You want to know what a bad show? Secret Wars. I was severely disappointed in that. I don't know what they're going to do to recoup from that loss, but that was not good. The Skrulls, man. What are they going to do with the Skrulls? I thought they were setting up like you need the scrolls for what is the one they're going to do now? I know they're doing Doctor Doom, but isn't that leading up to Secret? Wait, is it Secret Wars? I can't remember. What was that? It was the Secret Wars the show, and then they're doing Secret Wars the movie, right? I believe, but they screwed up Secret Wars the show. Unless they got a real clever plan to bring that back, because it wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it anyway. Like, the scrolls, I think, were wasted completely. I know this is old stuff, but yeah, I'm just rambling. What else? What else do we got here? Well, I'll keep going. Yeah, I'll keep going. What else? Unless I run out of stuff to talk about, I'll just keep rambling. Let's see. Oh gosh. That might be it actually. I think I'm gassed out. Unless I got something else to talk about. Yeah, that might be it, guys. I don't think I have anything else. Unless something pops in my mind, which is weird because I can ramble for a while. Let's see. Oh, we bought Mario Kart for the Wii U. Supposed to be racing on that today, but we still haven't gotten around to it. I did play a little bit of Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. My favorite kart racer was Toad. I don't know why. I always pick Toad. Especially in Mario 2. I always went with Toad because he was the fastest and he could really pull up the turnips and whatnot really fast. So I figured he even over-rounded. Well, he didn't jump very high. I didn't really mind because you had the super jump when you really needed it. So he was the best pick for me. But yeah, we'll see how Mario Kart goes. I'm not that great at racing games. My wife used to always beat me. We had Need for Speed, and she would rip me apart every time. It was Need for Speed, and the other one was the one where you crash the cars instead of really race. What was it? I can't remember the name. Burnout. That's what it was. She was better than me at Burnout. She can't beat me in street fighting games though, or fighting games in general. I'm pretty good at those. Like I mentioned in my other video, Street Fighter was my game. I was a Ryu main for a long time. I learned how to play with everyone eventually. That's how much I played. Well, except for Dawson. I could never figure out Dawson. I could play with him, but not effectively to where I could win like every match. But everyone else, I could hold my own. I mean, I was best with Ryu, Ken, respectively, because they're pretty much the same, just different speed levels, I suppose, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, eventually I became good with Sagat, who was my second, and then Guile. I really got good with Vega for a while. I really liked Vega's style. Balrog became one of my mains at a time. For some reason, I was good with Zangief. My buddy, when I was playing him, and I was Zangief, he said I was better using Zangief even over Ryu, which I thought was absurd. But he would know because I was trashing him, just tearing up. And he wasn't even a bad player. He was much like me. He liked Ken as his main, and we would just go at it for hours. It was a very fun time. He's fallen out of, Street Fighter. I was trying to get him to pick up 6 so we can go on our long bouts again, but I don't think he's got it. Monster Hunter. I can't wait for Wilds. Hopefully it's what we all hoped and dreamed. Sounds like somebody's coming in the room. What are you doing? You want to come in and say hi to the viewers? No. You said no? Well, this probably won't be going up on YouTube anyway. Or if it does, it'll get cut.
At least let me get my hair done first.
What? No. You just come in and let them see your pretty face. But nah, this probably won't go up on video. I'm just practicing on camera to see if my lip syncing is good. And I think I'm getting better. I think I'm getting way better. Yep. You see, I fixed up. I took the...
Oh, yeah, that's better.
There's no more drugs over there. And
Yeah,
I put the Ninja Turtles.
You was kind of high there, weren't you, Fred?
No, I was not high. I is in pain. That's all.
Too young for that, Fred.
Hey, I'm 4 weeks old.
That's kind of young. You feel them kind of pain?
Look, man, I'm not fully built yet. I still have sewing to do. Stitches. But yeah, I'm just talking about video games. I was talking about how we're gonna do some racing.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, Fred knows about games. That'd be funny.
Well, so I've been rambling this whole time. Like if I do put this up on YouTube, I'll cut out this part so they don't see it.
Aw, yeah.
I mean, I want to respect your privacy.
No, you're fine. I'll wait till. I mean, I'll appear, but I gotta do my hair first.
Yeah, you ain't appearing. This is Fred's show. I don't even let this guy on camera.
Wow, Fred. You're kind of rude, dude.
No, it's not rude. I'm the star. Anyway, back to what I was rambling about. That was the wife. His wife, not mine. But yeah. Excuse me, I got locked jaw. Alright, back to it. I'm trying to figure out the best camera angle. I know this ain't the best. Trying to get my good side. Do I need to angle it down more? Let's see. That's a little better. Trying to get my hair in there. I got those locks. Anyway. Guess we should start figuring out what's for dinner. I think I messed the camera angle up, actually. Balance. Get in there. I don't even know if I guess I fixed it. Whatever. Just practice. Yeah. I'll try to put up a video of what construction of me was like. I didn't actually record myself, but I did take pictures of the process. Like, there was an earlier version of me, but it was just too big. That was going to be the sack puppet, where you can see the head. It was super large, and the body was huge. But like I said, that was scrapped and whittled down to this. So I got pictures of that. I'll probably put them up here so you can see what that looked like and what it became, which is me. But yeah, I've been going for 30 minutes now, so that's probably too long. So no one's gonna watch this. So I will sign off. If anyone made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. If you have any topics, comic related or video game related, I'll talk about it if I can, if I have knowledge on it. Other than that, I will sign off and talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.